A Georgia man battling Lou Gehrig's disease, or ALS, is gearing up for an experimental and risky surgery this week.
On Wednesday, John Conley will become the 7th person in the U.S. to undergo a stem cell transplant for ALS. Health Watch reporter Beth Galvin spoke with him today and joins us now with more. Beth?
And Lisa and Russ, when John Conley was diagnosed with ALS back in September of 2009, he says it was terrifying. But a few months later, he heard about this research at Emory University. Doctors are taking fetal stem cells and directly injecting them into the spinal cord of patients for the first time ever. And Conley says he signed up for one reason: hope.
If it is possible to be both blessed and cursed at the same time, John Conley says that about sums up the last 13 months of his life. At 58, he's got a beautiful wife, 2 grown sons, and an incurable disease known as ALS that will gradually take away his ability to walk and move his body.
Yeah, the disease is a bad shot. I mean, everybody gets dealt bad hands in life, you know, but it's how you handle it, it's what you do with it.
And what Conley intends to do this week is allow Emory University surgeons to transplant hundreds of thousands of neural stem cells derived from a fetus and grown in a lab directly into his spinal cord in a series of 5 injections. It's high risk and no promises.
I was told very bluntly by Dr. Glass and Dr. Bolus, you know, this is, there are no guarantees. You know, this is not going to slow your progress. This is not going to stop the disease.
Emory neurologist Dr. Jonathan Glass, who's heading up this stem cell study, says the ultimate goal is to see if stem cells can actually slow down or stop the progression of ALS. But first, researchers have to find out if this surgery and these stem cells are safe.
If we can nurse the sick cells back to health, or in fact keep them from dying, we may be able to slow the disease. So there are many possibilities here, but until we actually do it and see what happens in humans, we'll never know. Will they get better? Is it possible they'll stop getting worse? I guess it's possible, but that's not what we're expecting, and that's not what we're promising them. In fact, we're promising them nothing.
But John Conley, who gets massages to help him deal with the pain and the spasms in his arms and legs, says in just the last month alone, his leg muscles have markedly weakened.
As ALS patients, we only have hope, and to have those cells in your body gives you added hope. It gives you like a renewed sense of hope.
And Conley says while he knows this procedure may not help him with his battle, he hopes it will help those who follow in his footsteps.
You're a soldier in the battle against the disease is, I guess, the best way to put it. You know, we're all battling the disease.
Conley's surgery will take about 4.5 hours on Wednesday, and Dr. Glass says he knows that the surgery is controversial because it involves the use of fetal stem cells. But controversy aside, both he and John Conley feel that there is tremendous potential to treat this disease, which, Russ and Lisa, is, you know, pretty much always fatal. It is a progressive disease that comes on over a series of years.
New research, though, pretty promising at this point.
All right, now you made quite clear that this is in its earliest stages. How many people are going to have this procedure?
They're hoping to enroll 18 people in this study and in various stages of the disease, various progressive stages of the disease. After the first 12 patients, they're going to take that initial data, they're going to take that to the FDA, and if the FDA determines that, yes, indeed, this treatment is safe enough to go on, they're going to start to expand it a little bit, take on 6 more patients, hopefully, if it proves to be successful, and that's the big question, if, you know, they will be able to sort of expand what they're doing with this.
It affects so many lives. All right. Beth Galvin, thanks.